display my masculinity
in public.
Do you want me to be timid?
No.
And afraid and not be able to protect us in that real world scenario? Or am I supposed to just let us all succumb to whatever
pressure, like
whatever
public pressure? Yeah.
Okay, if we're gonna call it pressure, succumb to the pressure of
judgment of other people, right? Is that what it would be? Am I jumping?
I'm not gonna say you're jumping. It's just what are you supposed to do as a man in a situation where harm will be caused upon you and your loved ones? What are you supposed to do
if you don't do a course correction with that child in that situation? You
you
got to make it. Otherwise, don't touch the stove. Right? It's hot.
So
you got to teach them.
So my masculinity in that scenario is warranted, is it not?
It is. It needs to happen. Otherwise, that child's going to repeat that behavior.
Not even the child. Just imagine we're all.
I was thinking of a situation where your child's acting out or something like that.
No. Okay. Just we're in public and somebody comes to you that's just outrageous, off the chain, and they want to cause harm to you.
No! You're stepping up,
right? So
no question.
So is my masculinity toxic then?
No.
Right?
No.
So how are you supposed to deal with that in that situation? Right? What are you supposed to do?
You stand up, be a man.
Right? But in today's society, you're just supposed to accept or put yourself in harm's way to be
a victim.
Yeah. So what am I supposed to do?
No, you gotta stand up, protect your family.
Right, protect my family.
That's what a man's job does.
So now, I have a strong-willed wife. So I'm and
he ain't lying. It's not. Whoa.
So follow me on this. So okay.
Wait till you get to see her.
Right. So I get whooped in the street. Right. I get whooped in the street. Now you got to go home and take a tongue lashing from this lady. Like you got whooped. You know what I mean? Like what are you supposed to do with that? You're a 2-time loser then.
No,
bro,
you fixing that before you can go home.
Come on, bro. No, you gotta display your masculinity right then and there. Like, no, you can't just, bro, you'll be a 2-time loser. You got whooped in the street and then you think you're gonna go home and try to
lick your wounds?
Man, no way. It's not happening, bro. You gotta do what you gotta do right then and there.
Yeah.
So now, okay, and we're gonna take it to where you were going with it, far as you having to discipline your child.
That's a big one.
In public.
Yeah.
And that's a big one. Okay. I understand that too.
Once in a while. And then I see it where it doesn't happen at all, and you see these kids running up and down, throwing stuff and being crazy, and then like another adult has to tell that child to behave?
Right.
That's a problem.
Yeah, that's
like
a huge
that parent
problem.
Needs to teach that child something, because that child is learning a behavior. And if it's not corrected, it's going to keep doing that behavior.
Okay, so
all right, go at it.
I got a story. It's honest to true story.
You got a witness.
Oh yeah,
you just
true story. I'm in the airport one time, and I was getting ready to fly back east, and it was this lady and her son. Her son had to be no more than maybe 3 or 4, right? And the little guy was all over the place.
Like
I'm
a
talking
movie.
about.
Just running up and down the aisles.
Man, he's all over the place, right?
Yeah.
All over the place. And everybody's looking at the kid, trying to figure out who's his parent. And I'm looking at it, and I'm talking to his mom. And his mom, she was like, you know, I see all the people looking at my kid and everything like that. Ooh. And she was like, I'm not going to say anything to him. And I said, you're not? Like, why not? She said, because I want him to know that he's able to do anything he wants to do. And but she didn't mean it in a malice way or anything like that. She was just basically saying that, you ever heard the saying that the world is your oyster?
Yeah.
So that's how she was raising him to see the world as his oyster. She wasn't trying to be mean and excuse and not. What's the word I'm looking for?
Okay, I'm listening. This is a different view.
She wasn't trying to be mean and neglect everybody else's feelings, but she just wanted her son to understand that he's capable of doing any and everything.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. But for those that raise their kids differently, may not see her point of view.
That's a good point. I mean, that's part of what we want to do on here on Voodoo and the Matrix, right? Is we want to see all points of views.
Yeah.
Something that Rogan always says, like any of the best podcasts out there. So, like most viewed, definitely.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't be married to your ideas, right? Don't be married to your views and stuff like that.
I heard about that. I haven't seen it yet, but I heard about it.
Really?
Yeah.
You haven't even watched one?
I heard about it.
Wow.
Like I heard about it.
Dang. Good for you.
Should I watch it?
Well, no, we're doing one now.
Oh, I mean, if I'm doing my own, then I don't.
Yeah. Don't be influenced.
Okay, all right.
Just do you.
All right.
I'm already messed up.
Shit, you and me both.
Yeah.
I've been to war.
That's the point of what we want to do on here too. Is talk about everything. We want to hear all different views, whether we agree with them or not, right? But we want to hear them because one of the things that he's always said, I think, is a really good point. Is the best speech is more speech, not silence in it, right? So if you don't agree with the view, talk about it openly with another person and have a debate about it. Don't silence that other side because that looks like a loss. If you don't want to hear what that other person says, it looks like you just lost that argument. So if you allow them to have the debate with you and you have an open communication, you can actually learn something or they can learn something from you, right? Like, I feel like if you just silence the other side, that is not a win.
It's not a win, and here's why it's not a win, because most people don't know how to communicate and they don't know how to debate, right?
Yeah.
So if you can't do,
you want to blame that on social media?
Huh?
You want to blame that on social media?
I mean, we could blame it on a lot of things. It ain't just social media. It's the schooling. Okay, it's social media. It's how you raised. It's the conversations that are being held at home, right?
Yeah. So
if you don't have open dialect, that tends to stifle your communication skills. Because a lot of people, truthfully and honestly, don't know how to communicate, bro. No. So the easiest thing for you to do, like what you just said, is just shut it down. Shut that conversation down.
That's the lazy way out.
Yeah, that's the lazy way out, because a lot of people don't know how to communicate. So
right.
If you don't necessarily want to, or if you don't know how to express your views, you're going to cut that other person down. Because it's easier to cut him down than express or debate.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, yeah.
You can always tell who lost an argument right away by when the first person calls another person a name. They've already lost.
So again, you just proved my point.
Yep.
That person doesn't know how to articulate or communicate their thoughts efficiently and effectively to get their point across. So the best thing for them to do is call you out your name. So in their heart, they feel like they won that battle because I called you a name.
Right. They think they got over.
Yeah, you know they're saying sticks.
But what
and
they
stones.
really got is ran over.
Yeah. What is it? Sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt me.
True story.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah. Once they get to calling you names, you cut them off, block them. Whatever you're gonna do, because
something that I think is important is don't be an emotional slave to anyone. And what I mean by that is, if someone calls you a name, that word means nothing unless you react to it, right? So you can call me whatever you want, and if I just go whatever, move on, that word had no power.
None.
Now, if I hear that word and I react and I get angry, now I gave that word power over me. I reacted. I got emotional over it.
Yeah.
When all I had to do is just be like,
yeah, you have.
I meant nothing.
You have no emotional intelligence. No, for real. Yeah. That's what they call it when you. Because most time people are trying to solicit a response from
Oh,
you.
that get a
anyway,
rise.
right?
Yeah.
Just to get a rise out of you.
Trolls, they love it.
So if you know how to control your emotions, then all that stuff that's on the internet, it has no weight, no meaning, nothing.
Well, that's the problem with the internet too. Is you have an avatar, right? You and me, person, face to face.
Yeah.
I say something. I see a reaction. It's going to affect me. It should, unless I'm a sociopath, right? Like,
Yeah.
if I say something harmful to you, it should hurt me if I see I hurt you, right? Online and an avatar, you don't see that. You just see likes and dislikes and people who agree, and you are trying to get bonuses, not bonuses. What do you want to say? Like clicks, likes, whatever.
Yeah,
like whatever
views.
the views, whatever it is.
Yeah.
You're going for that, right? You're not actually like you are in person, where you're trying to build somebody up, say something nice, like, or have a conversation and get your point across without hurting somebody. Like, I think we need more of that in-person conversation, and less on this laptop, phone, tablet, whatever. We need to get more in person.
Bro, I agree. The social media has made a lot of cowards.
Ooh, all right.
Social media has made a lot of cowards. Because who was it? It was Mike Tyson. He was like, if you were in front of me,
yeah,
I swear you wouldn't say what you're saying right now over the internet.
Yeah, and he proved it on a plane.
Right? Right?
Poor kid got knocked out.
Got brutalized. That's what you get for talking. Like, you can't say certain things to people and expect not to get punched in your shit. Excuse my language.
It's fine.
Right? So, social media has made a bunch of cowards.
I'm looking that up right now.
Right? It's made a bunch of cowards to where they think they can just say anything online and then in person say that same thing.
Here we go.
And they forget, like, this is reality, bro. Look, yeah.
He don't know. He about to learn right here. He's just trying to chill, do his flight. This is bad. I can't wait. There it is. Get him. Get him.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, now look at that face. He's all bloody.
You lumped up. That's what you get, lumped up.
Yeah, he did. He's pouting.
You wasn't trying to ask for no autograph. Yeah, now you a victim now. No, you antagonized that man until he couldn't take it no more and you got hands put on you. That's your fault. You solicited a response and you got what you asked for.
I love what you just said right there. Put hands on you.
Yeah,
right?
He got hands put on him.
No one knows what that is anymore.
Well, he knows.
Yeah.
What's that saying? He fucked around and found out. That's what happened.
They know that one now.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah.
That's what you get.
We grew up in the 80s and 90s. You know that one.
Yeah, they didn't call that man Iron Mike for nothing. Leave that man alone. Y'all know he got issues.
We sat in the back of pickup trucks driving around. We didn't have no rules.
No.
We were the fuck around and find out generation.
And a lot of them are finding out, bro. They are finding out the hard way. Yeah.
It's
better
true.
Cut it out.
Mm-hmm. That's how you get course correction really quick, right?
Man, real quick.
If you live in a Nerf palace, you will never have any harm done to you, right? You also won't learn anything.
I like that, a Nerf palace. I like that.
Yeah?
Yeah, I
All
like
right.
that.
We'll go with it.
That's nice.
So if you do that your whole life and everything is catered for you, you're not going to have any hard life lessons. And when you get put out and you get out of that palace, shit gets real. You're in Shitsville, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna get a lot of lessons real quick, and it's gonna suck.
Because reality is gonna check you real fast.
Yeah.
Like Buddy on the plane. Reality checked him real fast.
Like college today,
Yeah.
right? Like these kids are coming in, they're being told that all these things They should have all these things. It should be given to them. They don't need to have to go out and earn it, work for it. That's a problem, right? I mean, I think trade school is so much more valuable right now. I'm not trying to, I just think our education system's a little broken right now.
Hell yeah, it's broken.
I think trade schools teach so much more with less amount of money for you. Like it's pyramid scheming almost. Like you pay this money and you don't get taught anything. Yeah, there went my grammar. But you don't get taught. I didn't go to college. That's obvious.
That's actually correct. You don't get taught.
Is it right?
Yeah. That's
Okay. Well,
yeah.
I thought I did it wrong,
No.
but it doesn't matter. Either way, it sounded unintelligent to me, but maybe it was right.
That was correct.
Okay. All right. So, but you're not really learning anything, right? They teach you a lot of the things in college now is just like teaching you how to be a victim or teach you how to go protest, teach you how to demand for other people or for yourself things that you haven't earned. And trade school is just like, give me the skill I need so I can just go get a job and go make my money. Get it now. Right?
No, I'm with you. So
but there's colleges that still have that level. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying all college. I'm just saying like major universities are kind of right.
It all depends.
Okay.
And this is coming from someone who's actually
This is why I said it.
in the works of getting their PhD. So
yeah,
there is a need for it, but I agree. Going to a trade school is better than sometimes going to college, depending on what your goal is.
Right.
Right. Because
college is great if you're trying to discover the world, discover yourself. You don't have any goals. You have no idea what you want to do.
Right.
But also don't be indoctrinated into the cult like.
Right. Don't just accept what they give you. Right. So this is a quote from a movie, Players Club.
Huh.
Her name in the movie was Diamond. Her actual real name is Lisa Ray, I think. Anyways, she said,
should we Google it? No, I'm just playing.
Yeah, we can Google
no,
it.
No, I'm playing.
Yeah, we can Google it.
No. I'm sure already people, when they're watching this, they're already Googling, checking to make sure you're all right.
She said, don't trust anyone's information but your own. So there's a lot of information out there.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you just accept what somebody's telling you, then you are
a parrot.
Pretty much. You're just like you're setting yourself up for failure by just accepting what your professors and everybody that's in staff, or what do you call those people in the colleges, the administration.
Mm-hmm.
If you just accept everything that they tell you and you don't research it yourself, then you're setting yourself up for failure, which a lot of these kids are now setting themselves up for failure simply because we're gonna go to the transgender, and men can have periods and stuff like that. Right?
Okay. All right. Let's go.
Like
this is unfiltered. We're gonna cover everything.
But no, but I'm just saying that's like what they're teaching in colleges now, right? Like men can have periods. That's,
make believe.
Like that. No, but a lot of them believe that though. Cause like, okay, there was this guy, I can't remember.
So you cut yourself and you bleed? How is a man having a period?
I don't know, bro. Okay, so the question, yes, how does a man have a period? That's because they're saying that I can't even say the word, transgender. I don't even know how that would women, men.
So basically saying a woman that became a man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So a woman that became a man, that's now a man, can have a menstrual cycle.
It's kind of confusing.
No, like if you like all they're saying is she used to be a woman. She made the transition to a man. Right? So she's a man. So that man can menstruate. Because she identifies as a man. Right?
Yeah.
So that man, in their mind, can menstruate.
But don't you think that a lot of the people, if they really truly believe these things, they go through the whole, like, if you say, I'm a man, then you're going to do everything to be a man. If this is what you truly believe, right? You truly believe you're a man, then wouldn't you have to do everything to be a man? Which means you can't have your reproductive organs anymore. Like, you can't have any, like, you're going to become a man. So you wouldn't have a menstrual cycle anymore, right? Wouldn't you? I mean, if we're going to go there.
I mean, if we're going to go there, let's go there.
If we're going to go, if I say, I'm going to be a semi driver, I better learn how to drive a fucking truck, right? I can't just say, I'm a semi driver and I'm driving a truck out of nowhere and not have any classes to learn how to do it and make any changes, right? Like, this is a weird example, I know what I'm saying, but
yeah, I'm following, yeah.
Yeah, I'm making it absurd for a reason, right? Like, if you're gonna say you're gonna do anything, you got to do it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're really not.
Yeah. But no, I'm just like,
yeah.
That's their way of thinking. That's hey, I don't agree, I don't disagree, but that's how they think.
Right. You're pointing out the
yeah.
Yeah.
That's how they think, bro.
Yeah.
Right?
No issues with it one way or the other, but you're just pointing out that
no.
Yeah.
But that's how they think. So that man
make it obvious.
Yeah, that man now can menstruate. And that's right? But
I'm sorry, I'm not laughing, but
so now it's like science now is only good for certain things. You know what I mean?
Is it science or is it what agenda needs to be pushed and who pays for the science? Right? Isn't that what it is pretty much now? Because is it really science anymore, or is it just agendas and propaganda?
No, it's science. It's still science, but science is only good for certain things. Like in this matter, the transgender situation, science doesn't matter.
I'm losing you. You're drifting.
Oh, oh, my bad. So I'm saying in the transgender situation, science doesn't apply.
No, because it can't.
Right?
Science
doesn't apply.
It loses all facts. So you just.
But as they say, gender is a fact.
There.
Right?
Yeah.
So how does science not apply in this?
Because that's not the agenda they're pushing. Right? It's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's weird. But that's what it is.
And it's kind of weird how.
So we can use science. We can use science to calculate global warming or whatever the case. But science doesn't apply in the double X chromosome, the XY chromosome,
and the humanity.
Yeah, that science,
it's gone.
Yeah, science doesn't apply to that.
Yeah, it's weird.
So whatever. You know. So I got a question.
All right.
How many successful gender surgeries has there been?
That's something we should look up, because you want to put a number, a guess on it.
Yeah.
You already know the answer, I'm guessing. You already know.
Yeah.
So I don't need to look this up. I'm just going to put a number out there. How many have been successful? So over how much time? Let's say, does it have to be like a 2-year period?
Just in general. How many successful?
Once it's over, it's successful.
Is it?
I don't know. I'm thinking you got to know